Well, I want to say a word here about George Christian, and I'll put the headline first. George Christian is the best photojournalist that I have ever worked with. You know, it's one thing just to have your pictures in focus. It's one thing to have the distance right. But what George brings to the table is that he has this sense of knowing when something is going to happen and being where it's going to happen.
It's left to all of us at CBS News to tell you about George Christian, because George would never let on that he was anything but a humble cameraman. But any president of the United States, from Richard Nixon on, could tell you all about George as an uncompromising journalist, a finder of fact, in addition to being an absolute artist with a camera. In fact, on the night that Richard Nixon resigned the presidency for the first time in American history, Nixon ordered everyone out of the Oval Office as he prepared to make his address. Everyone except a CBS cameraman and George Christian. Every time I went to the White House to interview President Bush, it was Christian that the president spoke to much more than I. The president was proud to see him because he knew about George's uncompromising values and ethics when it came to journalism. George has been a fixture in the Washington bureau of CBS News for so many decades, a teacher to every young man and woman who has come through there, whether they were a cameraman, a producer, or a correspondent. We have all learned so much from George. George has been so instrumental in everything that we do here at CBS News that I worry if George were to ever retire, we'd have to take the C out of CBS.